And I believe that was the Italian group of officers. They would work in, they would discuss Italian issues, they would work, that Italian American community. Then there was the other group for the Irish. Then there was the Puerto Rican group. And then when we all came together, I think it really worked because we all sort of knew each other. We all sort of took pride in the community, and at least once a year, one of these organizations or groups would participate in community type things such as parades and get to know the people. And we would march in that 35th parade once a year.
From a law enforcement standpoint, where do you see it today? From a prosperity standpoint, is New Haven really achieving its best? And what types of things can be done to help it, become optimal, if you will?
I don't know if it's time the way today's time, but back then I believe it's not that far because I only retired like 4 years ago. But I believe within the last 15, 20 years, I believe that that community type policing sort of got away. I don't believe that the young officer today spend as much time in the community in which we once did. I believe that most of the young people come in, do their job, and leave, and leave the community. I don't believe we have as much people, being part of the community, which they should be. I believe that.
Do you think the people today miss that?
I think the people today do miss it to a point where they can feel comfortable with the officer that in that community. I believe that when I used to go out in the street, people know me by my first name, or by my last name. But there goes Officer Green. They would make sure, they would make sure they waved and make sure that that I see them and they see me. There's a lot of good story that goes with my career because I believe that I help a lot of people because since I retired, I haven't had one person come back and said, that was wrong. Most of everybody came back and said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And even the one that I arrested, even all the shooters, the murderers, the drug dealers, they always come back and say thank you. So I felt that I did,
So it sounds like you really, you set goals for yourself and you had a sense of pride in what you were doing, and every day on the job you brought that sense of pride with you to serve the community and to really empower it. Is that correct?
That's correct. I love people. I believe I'm a people person, and I love to help. I rather help than to hurt. I'm very fortunate that I've never, I'm glad and very happy that I never actually had really, shoot a person or had to take a life. But I know from time to time I've saved many lives in this community. So that's a good thing. It's something I feel good about. And when they come back and say thank you, even the one that I've put away for like 15, 20, 30 years, they all come back and said, thank you. Either I deserve it or I wasn't thinking at that time, or so that kind of makes me feel.
What is prosperity to you?
For the good of the community. And prosperity is do the best you can with what you got. I believe that. I still believe New Haven is a great place to raise a family, but we as men in the community must step up to the plate. And I'm not saying it from a minority point of view, but I'm saying from a man point of view. I believe that we should start being a man by being men in our home. I think we should take care of what we are responsible for. If we have a wife, we take care of the wife. If we have children, we take care of the children. We as men have to step up to the plate and take care home. Once you take care home, then you have to be a man. Then I believe you have to seek some type of religion. I believe that, spiritual and growth. I'm a Southern guy. I believe in getting to know the man above, the man upstairs. So that being a man in the church, that means you have to work to church which you serve. You be in the church being a part of the community, then you must work in the community through the church. And then you must be a man in the community. I think as a man you should seek out some of the old problems, try to solve it. I think you should go out to attend your kids' PTA meeting. I think you should go attend just be a man, be about your business, take care of business.
Right.
And I think if every man get out there and take care of their business, I think the community would be better. I believe that no matter if we're married or not married, if you bring a child into this world, I think our job is to take care of that child. And I think, and I always tell men, if you got one out there, seek them out. And let them know that you are there, that whatever they're doing, let them know that, you know, you love them. And if they're doing bad, tell them you don't like what they're doing. If they're doing good, give them a pat on the back. But I believe we, the men, have to step up to the plate and just...
What's really been the secret to your success, not only as an officer, but as someone involved in the community?
Somebody helped me, okay? Somebody helped me, so therefore it's my job to help somebody. I believe that somebody along, and before I joined the police department, I always remember this old guy at that cleaner, West. He said he was an old military guy, and he reached out and he got me in. I mean, he went above and beyond to get me the particular job, that police officer job, that job. So now, if he helped me along the way, then it's my job to help little child along the way. But I think we all have to give back. I don't think, you know, we should be selfish with ourselves and just go, you know, retired. I'm retired. I get my pension. I get my health. I'm all set. I don't think we should just ride into the sunset and enjoy the golden age, because if our brothers and sisters, kids back in the community is crying. I'm a father of 2 boys, and my boys was raised in the community. My boys was raised all through the community. Went to high school in the community, went to and played in the community. But they went on and went to college, and they did good. And they graduated from college. But just because they did good, the 2 boys, that doesn't mean that my job is finished. Because somebody, sisters and brothers back there, may need help.
Well, many people describe wealth in many different fashions.
Yes.
Help me to understand, Joe, how, in your eyes, what is true wealth?
Wealth to me is health, is the key. And then if you have something go along with good health, such as a good, strong religious background, a good family life, and just to be able to get up and do what you do, I think that's enough. I'm not looking for the chasing the $1 million. I'm looking for just be able to get up, do what I have to do, and have a good family life, enjoy my new grandkids, and
what
just
really has
enjoy
given
life.
you the greatest reward in your life? What would that be, Joe?
No doubt my children, my 2 boys. I'm a father of 2 kids that I'm and watching them grow up. Because I came from a family of 12, 6 boys and 6 girls in the South. So by me raising a family, I think I enjoy that more, raising a wife and the kids and watching them grow into young men and watching them get married and have kids of their own. I think by just watching that and being part of the community and being positive in the community, I think that was a...
If you had to look into the camera and talk to the community here and say one thing that they need to rediscover in order to really be prosperous, what would that one thing be?
I still say family value. I believe, like I said, family. I believe that being a man at home, man in the church, and a man in the community, and you take that and you work from that and expand from that, I think you'll be okay. You know,
okay.
And just be positive.
Well, Joe, thank you so much for your time on behalf of the Urban Prosperity Fund. It's really been great here chatting with you and learning from your experience. And I really hope that all those who get a chance to watch this video will be empowered by it.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.